LinkedIn stock takes a big hit after the company's outlook scares investors. Microsoft robots want to guess your age. And phablets, they're here to stay. It's Thursday, April 30th, and this is Crunch Report. Man, it has been a mixed bag of company earnings this week. We got Twitter, we got Facebook. Why stop now? LinkedIn reported $638 million in revenue. Sounds like a big number, and it actually beat analysts' expectations, but it also posted a weak outlook for its Q2, and now the stock is taking a hit, down more than 27% in after-hours trading. LinkedIn says that next quarter it'll see revenues of between $670 and $675 million, and that is a lot lower than the $718 million that analysts want to see, especially since LinkedIn has been beating earnings expectations in every quarter since it went public in May 2011. Had a good run, LinkedIn. The company didn't update its user numbers in this quarter either. Kind of weird, only saying that it has over 350 million. We've heard that number before. Big news for LinkedIn this quarter was, of course, its acquisition of lynda.com for $1.5 billion, which gives the company a new business category, online learning. It also launched Elevate, which is a paid tool for employees to share links and stories across social media networks, and the acquisition of Refresh.io to add more predictive analytics to its mobile app and other services. It also had another purchase, Careerify, to enhance its online recruitment tools. The US is still LinkedIn's biggest market, making up $389 million of its revenues in Q1, which is well over half the market at 61%. Remember when the word phablet made you want to throw up in your mouth just a little bit? Maybe it still does. If so, I'm sorry. Well, whatever you would like to call them, bigger smartphones are really, really popular, especially because these days we just do less talking and we look at our screens more and we want the real estate. According to a new report from mobile analytics firm Flurry, which Yahoo owns, of the 1.6 billion devices that it tracks every month, phablets have more than tripled their share of usage since last year. In January of 2014, 6% of active users were on phablets versus 68% using medium phones. That's a screen size between 3.5 inches and 4.9 inches. By last month, phablet usage went up to 20%, and medium phones fell down to 59%. Phablets are replacing tablets too, not just phones. Apple's first phablet, and yes, it's a phablet, the iPhone 6 Plus, I actually own one, went on sale last fall, and I have to say, I use my iPad less because this thing is so big, and clearly I'm not alone. But Android has a lot more phablets to choose from, and that's why about a third of Android users are using phablets versus just 4% of iOS users. However, Android usage on a full-size tablet is only around 3%, not a lot of engagement there, which says a lot about iPad popularity, but also the fact that Android tablets have mostly failed. Also, that Android users just prefer something a little smaller. Or as TechCrunch's Natasha Lomos puts it, so really the Android phablet is the Android tablet. Japan's government-owned Japan Post, which is the company's postal agency and insurance provider, has partnered with Apple and IBM to address Japan's aging population. Japan Post CEO Teizo Nishimuro was on stage with Apple CEO Tim Cook and IBM CEO Ginny Rometty earlier today and announced that the Post wants to go public by the end of the year and also wants to be more of an integrated lifestyle support group, which would tackle issues like healthcare for people 65 or older. Japan has a forecasted increase in seniors from 20% of the population back in 2006 to up to 38% in 2055. So how is Apple gonna help, you might be asking? Well, iPad apps designed to be very easy to use for seniors. You might say, how will IBM help? Well, app analytics and cloud services for these iPad apps that will help seniors stay on top of their healthcare services and things like communication with their families. The company's goal is to serve 4 to 5 million families by 2020. And it's a plan that will eventually need to be adopted by other countries too. According to Rometty on stage today, 21% of the world's population will fall into the senior category by 2050, and in 64 countries, 30% of their populations will be over the age of 65. Speaking of ages, Microsoft would like to guess your age. Specifically, they want to see if robots can guess your age. The company's machine learning team has built a site that tries to figure out how old you are based on the photos that you share with it. The team says that they were hoping maybe 50 users or so might try it out, but word got out on the internet and people love a good game, and within hours of the site going live at how-old.net, it was getting tens of thousands of people trying their luck. and they were even having a hard time keeping their servers up. Now, you can upload any file that's under 3 megabytes, and as long as you're not deliberately trying to throw off the robots with a picture of your cat or something like that, and you give it a few photos to choose from, it tends to get really good, freakishly close, in fact. What? I'm 32. Warby Parker, the company that sells eyeglasses online, has raised $100 million, new dollars, to expand physical store locations from 12 to 20 by the end of the year, and to perfect technology to let customers perform eye exams over their mobile phones. The company's total funding is now $215.5 million, which more than doubles its valuation to $1.2 billion. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. This makes Warby Parker the second highest valued U.S. online retail company out there. That's huge. If you're wondering who's number one, it's sports retail site Fanatics. Back in 2013, Warby opened brick-and-mortar stores in 9 U.S. cities as a way to test selling the product in real life. But that model seems to work. It now employs half of the company's 500 employees, so they're gonna open more stores. The future's so bright for Warby Parker, it's gotta wear That is the report for today. I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead. I am Sarah Lane. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will be off tomorrow. That's May 1st, taking the day off of Crunch Report because we're getting ready to bring you Crunch Report right in the heart of Startup Alley at TechCrunch Disrupt. That's our big event that we do in New York every year. We'll be there all 3 days of the event, which starts on Monday and goes through Wednesday, and we're really excited. It's going to be fun and new. Same time, just a new exciting locale. And you'll see it all at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. See you Monday.